Okay, welcome folks to the Anti-Science Week. At the ACL Roundtable today, we've got our host, World War II veteran, Tony Mura. Welcome, Tony.
Yes, thank you.
And this is co-host Mike Collins. And today we have, again, top 9/11 researcher, Christopher Bolin. How you doing, Christopher?
Hello, nice to be with you.
Very good.
9/11 was fundamentally, in my mind, computer crime.
Right.
That is, it was a crime in which data was blocked, which data was twisted, distorted. The information that comes to people at New York and the FAA offices and NORAD headquarters and NEAD, those people are only able to respond to the information they see on a computer screen. The person who was computer was an Israeli named Amit Yoran,
right,
and his brother Elad Yoran. And so whoever was giving the software and giving the computer code to P-Tech, it was from an outside source like Israeli intelligence or Mr. Yoran, and then was given to P-Tech, and then P-Tech was like the Trojan horse by which this software was then being passed on to these agencies of the U.S. government. I spoke to Michael Goff that he started with the company in 1994 when it started, and P-Tech went on to having their software in the U.S. government. For example, the Armed Forces, NATO, Congress, Department of Energy, Department of Justice, FBI, Customs, FAA, IRS. Daniel Goff, that's Michael Goff's grandfather, was the founder of the Worcester Lodge, Commonwealth Lodge 600.
Okay, Tony.
Worcester Lodge 600. He's the founder of it. So when you talk about his father and his grandfather, Samuel and Alan Goff, were both, according to their obituaries in the Worcester papers,
right,
32nd degree Masons. Now this is the important thing to understand is that, for example, you take these two Goff fellows, and not only are they the founding families of the Nagrist Lodge of Worcester, Massachusetts,
right,
but they're also highest level Masons. And this is how, as we talked about before, the logic of how this subtext, the Zionist Jewish element of Freemasonry, the Nagrist, is able to infiltrate all other levels, Odd Fellows, Freemasons,
right,
Masonic orders, Rotary clubs, Lions clubs, etc. And in that way, they're able to operate as a secret society within a secret society.
As a quick aside, you had mentioned, Christopher, that David Axelrod has been handling Obama, grooming him for the presidency since 1992. Now, he comes right out of B'nai B'rith. Now, you've asked an interesting question. Who controls Rahm Emanuel and David Axelrod so that they, in turn, can control the White House? Well, there's a certain man, his name is Kutzman, in charge of the B'nai B'rith International, which would be the grand leader of all B'nai B'rith, correct?
Yes, sir. He died in 1999. He was Philip Morris Kutzman. He was originally from, I think, Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay.
He was the biggest Jew in America, they would say.
Wow.
He was the head of B'nai B'rith International. He built the port of Ashdod in Israel. He built the Kutzman Museum in Jerusalem, what have you. He was a highest level advisor for 5 presidents.
Wow. That's on the par with Baruch earlier.
Yeah, he's at the very top. Of course, he was at the very top. His main interest was the Democratic Party to save Israel. Well, in 1992, his daughter took this young Obama under her wing, and then she commissioned David Axelrod to create this man to be our first black president.
Right, Betty Lou Saltzman was her name.
Avner Mitzvah from Chicago says if Clinton was the first black president, Obama is our first Jewish president.
You have Netanyahu, Shimon Peres, and Ehud Barak. That's the 3 top masterminds behind 9/11.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's basically it. And this criminal troika, this terrorist troika,
right,
it's not only damaging for the United States of America and people around the world, it's damaging for the Jewish people. You know, they're extremely dangerous for the Jewish people because, like we said, these kinds of extremists drag the Jewish people, the good Jewish people, with them.
Yeah.
You know, because they claim to do what they're doing in the name of the Jewish people.
Right.
And like you said, the Jewish people have to stand up and say, no, we're in dire straits. The United States is in dire straits.
Dire straits. It's an enemy-occupied country, a Zionist occupational government.
Big trouble. And, you know, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not using hyperbole.
Well, you've mentioned the likelihood of another terror attack, either here or against the U.S. troops in Afghanistan, which would compel Obama and the U.S. public to up the ante in Afghanistan, send tens of thousands more troops.
But, you know, what the Zionists are doing in the United States of America is States. What they're doing there in America is they're doing the same thing that Sam Zell did to Chicago Tribune. They're loading up the debt. They're stealing the gold, piling the debt onto the body politic of the United States of America, and they're basically loading up the United States of America with a bunch of rocks, and they're going to sink it into the ocean.
Worse than 1929.
They're plundering. They're taking as much gold, they're taking as much as they can, and they're jumping out. Look at what happened. Look what just happened to Salem.
Yes.
Hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars. That was a transfer of wealth from the American people, from the U.S. taxpayer, to Maurice Greenberg and all of his cronies at Goldman Sachs and Citigroup, what have you.
Yes.
Design is criminal.
Didn't you mention that Maurice Greenberg of AIG, he was involved in 9/11?
Yes.
Now, how did that run?
Well, Maurice Greenberg had a business partner named Jules Kroll. They had Kroll Associates. And first of all, first plane that hit the World Trade Center flew into Marshall McLuhan's building. That's about the 93rd floor, 94th World Trade Center, Tower number 1.
Okay.
The first plane flew directly into the secure computer room of Marshall McLuhan.
Right.
That company was run by Maurice Greenberg's son.
Oh.
And Maurice Greenberg, with Jules Kroll, they had something called Kroll Associates.
Yeah.
And Kroll Associates was the company that had the security contract for the World Trade Center in 1993. They're the ones that designed all of the security plans, land security. So people like Jerome Howard, the guy who ran the security and the mayor's office of emergency command, Jerome Howard worked for Kroll. He worked for Maurice Greenberg. People to read my article, my chapters about the architecture of terrorism. I think it's chapter 10 in my book, which is available online. You can click on that chapter. You can read the architecture of terror.
Bolin.com.
It's about Maurice Greenberg, Israel, to the Mossad, 911. So complicated. It's not something you can really talk about in a short time on the radio, audio file. But if they read the material, the important thing about that chapter is that chapter was backed by a publisher in England.
Yes.
For fact checking, and it went through fact checking by a person who was very critical, a critical editor of my thesis. They found every single fact correct. I'm proud of that.
That's good. You should be proud of it, Christopher. For 8 years, you've been pounding it out. And folks, Christopher, again,
the website is Bolin, OLLYN.com.
And you can get the free 9/11 book there, right, Christopher, that you wrote, and that opus.
The first 14 chapters of the book are all available online. They can click on the table of contents, click on the title of the chapter, and they can print out the whole thing, which is what I recommend people doing because, some people say, you gotta get the book out, get it printed.
Yeah.
You get a book printed, but you can't distribute it. It's not easy to distribute a book in America in an environment where the media is completely hostile to you and your people. My book, for example, has just come out in Norwegian, and it comes out with a new technology called torrent.
Okay.
You can download it in Norwegian, the whole book. And so those people that go to the Nobel Peace Prize dinner, if they have a little time on their hands, they can read the book in Norwegian.
Interesting. So it's up to folks in the online movement to pass around Word documents or whatever they can of Christopher's book, links to his page, and of course to the Restore Self-Government plan that they can see at TAGL.com, TAGAGL.com, and so that they can take care of the voting issue, media, and Christopher is the foremost reporter in the world on the Israeli role on 9/11. Christopher, you call this the seminal event behind the war on terror, the seminal deception behind the war. As what you now know, since May, when these 9 peer-reviewed scientists handed their report, their super thermite at the World Trade Center report to Vice President Biden, you know that the Obama administration has gone on simply to repeat the Bush lies, the official lie about 9/11. So now we know, folks, it's an enemy-occupied country. Well, Christopher and Tony, wouldn't you both agree that all of these people involved in the lie, the United States government, and the Oval Office, and the media, Tony and Chris, shouldn't they be removed?
They should be.
They're criminals.
As traitors.
Traitors.
They are traitors.
Treason from within.
We're living in an enemy-occupied country.
Absolutely.
This country isn't controlled by Americans. It's controlled by the Zionists, and they even admit it.
Yep. So, Christopher, thank you very much. We've had a long interview. We hope to have you back. Afghanistan and the pipeline is looming as a big issue of the day. Mossad will gain billions of dollars per year, correct, off the pipeline.
And we have to resist the lies of the media, because if we allow the media to guide our thinking, the Zionist media, they will take us into war in Iraq. and read my articles about B'nai B'rith, but also definitely look at my book. It's called Solving 911, The Deception That Changed the World.
Well, thank you very much, Christopher Bowman.
Yeah, gentlemen, thank you very much.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.